Hey everyone, happy Wednesday, happy Thanksgiving week. I hope you're excited about this week. I hope you have something fun that you're doing, lots of good food you're cooking, and just like excited. I know the holidays can be very intense, and I know it can bring up a lot of emotions, and it's not always the best of experiences for many. So whether you're spending it with family or friends or alone, whatever you're doing, I am sending you so much love, so much gratitude for being here. I'm so grateful for you. A lot of peace, a lot of joy, and just hoping that it's a really nice time, no matter what happens, like a really nice, good time for you. And spending time for like what you can be grateful for. And yeah. I will be having a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale this entire weekend. If you're on my email list, you have first access to that. So if you want in on that, let me know. But I'll be reminding you of that. So be on the lookout. I'll be sending reminders, but hopefully not too many to be annoying, but enough so you see it, because I know you're like, everyone's bombarded with all of the sales right now. So I will be doing that on all of my offerings. So I'm very excited. And yeah, I will keep you posted. So with that, for today, let's get to our card pull. So just take a moment to ground yourself. Just like take a pause, come into your body. Whether it's like going for a walk or taking a breath, or putting your hand on your heart and just coming into your body and asking yourself something that you want clarity on, either today or for the holiday this weekend. Whatever is coming through for you, and then decide if you're going to be group A or group B. I'm going to take a moment just for myself, set my own intention, and that you get the messages that are right for you today. All right, so group A. Okay. Group A, I feel like we got this card recently. I'm pulling a lot of similar cards, I feel like, recently, which I'm kind of like, why? But I feel like if you keep pulling the same card, like this is an ongoing message and lesson for you. But I think just like as a community and as a collective, we need to be reminded of these messages and things that we're working on. And especially now for the holiday season, like your boundaries are going to be very important. And that is, it could be like physical boundaries. Like if you're like going to be around a lot of people, just like giving yourself the space that you need. It could be a conversation. It could be saying no, it could be saying yes. And really like energetic boundaries, like put an energetic bubble around you and just being like, this is my space. And it looks like to me like the solar plexus is really lit up. So like, this is my space to like stay in my power. Like the boundaries are going to keep you, I just want to say like safe in yourself, like protected in yourself. Like it's going to keep you in your power. It's like the lower chakras are lit up too. Like it's going to keep you in your body. It's going to keep you really in your sense of self. So if you got this card last week, like you've been preparing for this, it feels like we're like this holiday and everything. It seems like and just in general, as a collective, like we're getting bombarded. You're probably getting like so many emails. You're getting so many, just like things thrown at you, and like the intensity of the holiday season too. So having boundaries around that, even like your time, of like, you don't need to open every email except for mine, right? Just kidding. Like you don't need to open every email. You don't need to respond to everybody right away. You don't need to, it seems like there's a lot of urgency. And you are allowed to, this is really like, I feel like her hands are out of just like a pause. Like you're allowed to pause. You're allowed to take a breath. You're allowed to take your space. You're allowed to, if you're around a lot of people, like go for a walk by yourself. You're allowed to, giving yourself that permission to take the space that you need and take the time that you need, that allows you to come back to yourself and recollect yourself. And, just with so much going on, like it's still like emails are going to be there when you get there. you can take a 5-minute break and you come back and the people are still going to be there. Like you're allowed to take that space and you're allowed to have those boundaries and you're allowed to do that to stay in your power. And I feel like you're also then going to be teaching these people that it's okay to do that. Like right now, I feel like I'm telling you to give permission. You need to give permission to yourself. And it's almost like you're going to be expanding that to other people. It's like, oh, okay, like I can do that too. I can take a moment to myself. I can, don't have to be so responsive to everybody all the time. Like being sure to stay like in your routines, in your power, in your safety, and taking what you need. It's going to be very important for you. All right. And pretty much all of us, like this could just be a whole card for everybody. All right. So group B, called over here. Okay, so kind of like 2 came out. I got the Pleiades and protection. So other very important messages. The Pleiades, it almost feels like these are all similar in the same vein, which totally makes sense with the holiday too, but with Pleiades, I always see you like above it, and it's almost like you need to take a bird's eye view of what's going on. It's almost like a hawk, in the sky. Like you really need to rise above what's happening and rise above the situation and not get caught up in the details and not get caught up in the nitty gritties of everything that's going on. You really just need to take the bird's eye view. It's like, this is like, you can be like, this is triggering me. But it's because of the holidays, or this is triggering me and I know it triggers me, but I'm going to react differently this time. Like I'm going to just take a bird's eye view. It's like, this is happening, but I know that like tomorrow I'll get to have more calm and I'll get to relax. It's really like overall just the card of like, don't get too caught up in the details or don't get too caught up in like what's happening moment to moment. Just kind of like take the bird's eye view. It's like, yeah, maybe it's annoying to be around some people during the holidays, but we're coming together in community, we're being together, and like you appreciate that part of it. So I hope that's a good example, but that's really what's coming through for that, like just taking the big picture of everything that's going on. And then protection, call back your power, cutting the cords, soul retrieval. I feel like this is similar to boundaries with group A. Like, again, you're allowed to say no, you're allowed to take the space that you want, and it's really having the energetic bubble is going to be important for you here too. I feel like all these cards are just like for everybody. So if you chose group A or B, I think it's just, they're all for everybody. But really, like calling back your power to be in your power. So this is kind of asking like what boundaries do you need to call back your power? It seems like things have been lost a little bit. Things have been a little chaotic. Things have been very distracting for you. Probably goes along with the Pleiades, like getting too caught up in the details and the nitty gritty of what's going on. So rise above, see the big picture, notice where you need to take space, where you need to have boundaries, where you need to say no, where you maybe need to say yes, like yes to support or yes to someone helping you. Like that enables you to come back to your power, that enables you to call back your power, So really taking that bird's eye view of like, where am I getting distracted? Where am I putting too much energy, or what's taking too much energy? And then I can ask support. So I can put in those boundaries, I can put in that protection and bring my power back to me. Okay. Because like, that's going to be really important. Like coming into your body and bringing that power back to you and letting things go, like the nitty gritty, like letting things go that like in the grand scheme of things and the bird's eye view, bird's eye view of things, like really don't matter in the long run. Like you get so tied up in the little things, but in the long run, in the big picture, like, does that thing really matter? Like cut that cord if it doesn't. Like, doesn't matter if you get to every single email. It doesn't matter if things are a little off timing, So really calling back your power, setting that up, and yeah, then you'll be okay. So, not the brightest and lightest of holiday cards that were being pulled today. So sorry about that. But I do think if you just like put in your boundaries and your protection and your power, you're going to have like such a nice experience, and just like allowing yourself to bring in that joy and allowing yourself to bring in that gratitude, because you have these boundaries and protection in place. It's going to allow you to receive more over this week, this holiday, this break, like whatever you're doing. Okay, so sending you all love, sending you happiest of Thanksgiving and holidays, and bubbling you all up so you can stay strong in your power and in your boundaries. And love to you all. See you soon.